Welcome to Citizen of the World, the podcast. Today, we will be having a guest speaker that will be talking about how to start a business and what it is to actually be an entrepreneur. Today, we're talking to my husband, Ilya Shifrin, who continues to be my inspiration for new business ideas, for a great work ethic, and just how to be a successful entrepreneur. Ilya has started multiple businesses, and today will share with us his stories of success and lessons learned so that you too can start a business and not make the same mistakes and learn from previous success stories. Welcome to the show, Ilya. It's a pleasure to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So, Ilya, tell us about where were you born?
I was born in Lithuania. At age 10, my parents immigrated to Israel. And around the age 21, I moved to Texas for a year to manage a business there, which I will tell you about it too. And around age 22, I came to Canada and opened my appliance repair business with my cousin. And after a year and a half, I went on my own.
Wow, you've really done a lot in being in four different countries, starting all these businesses, working in different countries as well. What would you say is nice about being in Canada and being able to have a business here?
Well, it was always my dream to come to Canada, and when I came here, I was still working for the company in Texas. I was making nice money working online on my computer for 3, 4 hours a day. Back then, my cousin was working for that appliance repair company, and he offered me to join him. I
And
never thought of myself doing appliance repair. I never even held, like those tools in my hands. But I say, whatever, let's give it a try. It
were
was easy money. I learned it super quick. I love driving, so it was not a problem for me at all to see customers, and it gave me the freedom.
so you actually enjoyed that more than sitting in an office or sitting on your computer making money. You actually enjoyed meeting people, learning something new.
Yes, for sure. Every day it's a new customer. You have a new experience. You have a new scene when you drive to that customer. I like it.
And so what made you how did you guys grow your own business? How did it evolve to start your own appliance repair business?
It's all started basically from a marketing company in Toronto that me and my cousin were paying a lot of money every month just to basically grow the website, grow our presence, online presence. A lot of money
And
until this day.
so since then, have you learned that you can build a website with less money?
Oh, for sure.
Isn't it interesting that as you go in business, the lessons that you learn that only make you wiser and more successful?
Yeah, of course, because you learn how other businesses work, how other people provide their services, and you start to think, hey, can I do it by myself? Can I save that for myself? And based on what I learned, bringing my own business to the second page of Google with almost no knowledge in SEO, I think it's possible.
So you think that anybody can start a business tomorrow?
Everybody who knows what is he doing, everybody who knows that he can actually help somebody and be more knowledgeable about that specific subject than the other person, definitely, yes.
So do you think that to be successful in business, people have to ask for help, have to ask questions? They can't just be thinking that they can do everything themselves?
Never. You cannot do all those things yourself because you have zero knowledge. The success from me, I think, is to know to hire the right people for the right money, for the right price, to help grow your business.
Do you think it's important to have a business plan to grow your business, or is it something that is it intuitive that business owners like know themselves? How do you think that works?
It's a good question. Like, obviously, every business, if you want to start it from like 0 to 100, you need to have a business plan. You need to know where you're going. But you don't have to have that, as I do not have one with my appliance repair business. It's working. I make enough money for us to live a good life. I'm not stressing about like, the paycheck to paycheck. I work when I want to work.
Right. Yeah.
I have my own freedom, so if I want to be busy, I can be busy, but like I prefer
Right.
to spend my time with my dog and my wife.
Yes, yes. And I want to go back a little bit. I want to rewind because I think that for our listeners it's really important. As you were working with your cousin, you had developed this huge appliance repair business in Ottawa, and then you decided to go on your own. Was that to improve your quality of life, to improve the relationship with your customers? What was like the defining factor in wanting to start it all again?
So basically, it's when you do business with your family, not always it's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we didn't see this. We didn't have the same vision for the business, and that's why we had to separate our ways, right?
Do you think that people should avoid doing business with their family members, or you think it's safer to go out on your own?
I would say it's good to do business with your family when they're silent investors in your business, when they not telling you what to do in your business and not giving you any advices, because you cannot take any, you are the one that makes the decision, right? Nobody else can make that decision for you.
And I think you're touching upon something really interesting right now, Ilya, is that what it takes to be an entrepreneur, like what it takes to actually go completely in the unknown. You were working with your cousin and then you just decided, okay, tomorrow I'm going on my own. Was that not a difficult decision? How did you make peace with going into the unknown?
Hmm, that's a good question. Well, I guess you're never in peace, right? Because again, you start something new. You never know what's gonna happen. So it's just a gamble, right? You have to gamble in life to basically there's a saying like you need to gamble to drink champagne, right? So it was a
Absolutely.
gamble. It was a
Absolutely.
gamble.
And then wouldn't you say that when you did gamble, the universe opened up to you?
Yeah, because you send this positive thoughts there, right? You send something there to the universe. I believe in it very much, right? Like you send that thoughts there, it's gonna come back, right? It's there's something in that, right? Like you
Absolutely.
ask for something, you will get it. That's I got here to Canada like through all the odds, right? Like I'm here.
Right. Despite all the odds, you're in Canada and you're really living your dream now,
Yeah.
being able to have your own business, be your own boss, and just continue to grow, right? So like we're talking about appliance repair, but you're a man of many ideas of wanting to do, you have lots of different business ideas and lots of different capacities. What would be your dream lifestyle if you could?
Hmm. Hard to say. I think right now it's the way like I want to live. So that's how my life is, right? Right now,
Right.
like the way basically the routine that I'm in right now, that's the life that I want to be in right now. And if that would have to change, then that will inspire different thoughts and different
Right.
processes.
You enjoy living in the moment and
Yes.
enjoying what is today, and continuously growing your
Yes.
business as well.
Yes.
So for anybody that would want to start a business, what would you tell them?
Do your research. Do a lot of research. Look at your competition, because for sure somebody already doing that. If somebody is not doing what you like your idea is not there, wow, that's like just go, right? And if somebody already doing it, look at the best ones that are there and just learn from them. Let's see what are they doing something right. There's a lot of tools online that you can do, like reverse engineer their websites and get a lot of data from that. And again, it's Google is there. Everything is there.
Just do your research.
Do your research.
I remember when we were starting the Doctor Appliance website and how there was so much competition. And I said, like, there's no way we're ever going to get a successful website here. There's so much competition. We should be doing something else. But it's not true that even if there are a lot of players in the space, there's still room for someone else. So never think that
Correct.
there's no room for you.
There's a lot of people. Like everywhere you go, there's communities, there's houses, there's customers. But bottom line, and service business is people need service, right?
Yeah, people always need service, especially going into the future with all these robots coming and how they're saying that robots will just replace human jobs. Like, do you think robots can replace what you do servicing clients?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so. But again, every industry, even the robots eventually would need service, right?
See, this is my entrepreneur husband, always thinking about ways to make money.
But it's true. It is true, right? Like every technology we have today can break, and when it breaks, usually this technology is very expensive, so it's not always wise to go buy a new one, right? So if you're thinking about the repair of anything, it's an industry, right?
You're gonna give money.
You're gonna give money to somebody who is a specialist in that industry, and why don't you? If you think that you can do it and you can do it better, if you did not enjoy the service that you get from that business, right? That's like if that inspires and you're like, oh wow, I can do it better. I should do it, like, right? That's the first step.
Yeah. And I think you're talking about something really interesting is that you actually really like to provide service. You're amazing in customer service. You have a natural connection with people. And is that part of your gift? Is that part of your success, is being good to other people?
I would say so. Yeah, I would say so. It's important to connect with, understand their need, understand their situation, right? And to get the feel of the customer. And it's the satisfaction that you're getting from actually helping the customer event. Bottom line. Forget about the money aspect of it. That's the fun part. But the most important and the satisfying part, that's the help. That's the satisfaction of somebody happy.
Yeah, I hope you're listening, listeners, because this is the bread and butter of owning a business, is actually wanting to help people. And I have to say that Ilya is one of the most skilled relationship builders that I know. But also, when he's on the phone diagnosing the problem, he asks a lot of questions even before he goes to the client's house, so that he's really saving them time, money, and even saving his self time, so that he actually knows what he's going into when he goes into their house to help them more accordingly.
Well, that just came again from the previous business of the appliance repair, how the business was built through Google Ads, which was that, like, you have to pay a lot of money every day, so you can be number one in the ads, so people will click on you. So every time people would click on you, it will cost you like $20, I don't know, to $30, right? Because not every click will involve a phone call to your business.
Yeah.
So each phone call can be eventually like worth $40, right? It's a lot of money. So from business aspect, even if it's a service call that we call in the industry that you can understand from a phone call that the appliance is unrepairable, they will still send a technician. Even if it's in the other end of the town, they will still send a technician to go and get those $60 service call.
Yeah.
I felt like it's not fair, not for the technician and not for the customer.
Right.
To get that kind of experience, while I could understand over the phone that the problem is unrepairable or it's going to cost a lot of money, and I would tell the customer right away, hey,
you'd rather just be honest with them right off the bat. But it's such a shame that so many customers, so many people that just go on Google and look for appliance repair, they go to the ones with the ads and they don't realize how much money this is costing the company and therefore how much it's going to cost the client.
Yes, but it goes like that with every
company,
big company
yeah,
that you call, and there is an office that answers the phone calls. Listen, somebody needs to pay them. Somebody needs to pay those girls that answer the phone calls, to schedule the appointments. Somebody needs to pay those technicians. So it's eventually it's a business. So they have to make money to be able to pay, then cover their bills.
yeah,
So their way of the business not always would be the most affordable and straightforward and fair.
with the client. Yeah, and you'd
Yeah,
rather be fair, and that's why you'd rather talk to them one and one and have that intimate bond
correct.
with them, so you can actually fix their problem instead of just wasting their time
Exactly.
and
And
taking their money.
I'm the one that they speak with on the phone, right? And then they see me going and fixing their appliance. It's like it's different. It's very personal.
Absolutely. Yeah. It makes a difference to have that connection because like we were saying, if you don't want to be replaced by a robot, it is those human connections that do make a difference. And when it does come to being an entrepreneur, Ilya talks about really amazing things because it's not just about making money, it's about really being a good person. And by being a good person to others, you're being the best version of yourself, and people feel that. Ilya is always receiving 5-star reviews on Google, on BBB, everywhere that he goes. He is amazing with people. This is
Thank you.
one of the reasons I love my husband so much. So I want to thank Ilya for coming on to the Citizen of the World podcast. You're really going to make a difference and inspire others to start their own business or to just be good and create good relationships with people.
And there's a lot of helpful people online in forums. There's so much information there about every single thing you can ever think about. Just use it. Don't be lazy. Like, just use
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. Absolutely. Never stop asking for help
Yeah.
and looking out for new ideas.
And
And
don't settle down. Never settle down. Like, it's also not to settle like eventually down for the medium, for going the 9 to 5 job, like to go to the same office, do the same job, not enjoy it. Like, if you don't enjoy what you do, like that's a sign, right?
yeah,
Like, it's eventually it will bring more negativity to your life because you're already thinking negativity.
absolutely. And then you just attract more
Yeah,
negativity to you.
yeah,
Yeah, so it sounds like Ilya, you're really you're a firm believer of really the positive affirmations and giving good and getting good.
yes.
Wow. So if anybody wants to get in contact with you, how could they reach you? Could they email
They
you?
can email me
At
at info@drappliance.ca, or give us a call at 613-606-6038. And sure, any question, anything, we'll be glad to help.
That's so nice. I'm so glad that everyone got to meet my husband today and can see or listen to how special of a human being he is. I'm so lucky to have found him after all of my travels, and now we're crushing the world together. So thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Kathleen Parisien, your host. You got to listen to Ilya Shifrin, my husband. Continue to be a great person in this world and be who you truly are. If you are not happy in your life, know that there are options, that you're never stuck and you can always evolve, start a business, travel, and just be the best person that you can be. Thank you so much. And I'll be posting another podcast next week. Be sure to subscribe at citizenofd.world. And you can contact me directly at Kathleen@citizenofd.world. Thanks so much for tuning in today.